Damn, Mick. Back at it again with the fresh haircut.
Devin, you have my hat.
What?
I texted Levi asking him if he, because I lost my hat at the party.
You what?
And you stole it. That's why I don't have it anymore. You're wearing it right now.
This whole thing?
That's why your camera has been on this whole time.
This whole thing?
Oh my God.
No.
I do forget it everywhere, but no, Devin actually stole it this time. So that's not on me anymore.
Do you like it on me?
I think it looks better on me, personally.
Well.
I mean, I've only seen one side of it, though. So far, it looks good on it.
Yeah. See?
Said so far.
So far.
I got to see evidence of the other way.
Devin, you don't even like those type of hats. You like snapbacks.
I don't, but I'm wearing it out of respect for you.
You're wearing it just to flaunt it in front of my face. So he was cradling his distended testicles in a beanie. Hmm? That's fun.
He's good now, though. But
I had a hernia when I was a kid.
Hernia.
When I was like 6 or something, I had a hernia.
Really?
A testicular hernia as well.
Ooh.
But it's not that bad. It just fell out of the inner sac, not the outer sac.
What? What is this even?
You don't know what a hernia is?
I've never heard of this in my entire life.
What?
Yeah, so
a testicular hernia?
Yes.
You've never heard of that? Oh, dude, yeah. If you lift something heavy and you feel that strain in your groin, that's probably something ripping through to
Why
push
are
out.
you guys picking up from your testicles? Pick up with your arms
No,
or your back.
It comes from you straining your muscles.
It comes from your testicles?
it comes from your core.
That's where
it's all from it's straining the wrong muscle.
Is that where my power comes from?
Yes.
my strength comes from that. And if I use too much strength, they'll just break.
You know, they're fragile. They're fragile little things.
No. It will. What?
Yeah.
This is a thing?
Yes.
Yeah.
This happened to you, Calvin?
Well, it wasn't
what were you
from
doing at
lifting
6
heavy
years
things.
old? Okay.
I don't know what caused it, but it was just one side fell out of the inner sac. So like each of the testes are in like a smaller sac, and then those are contained in one big sac, right?
Okay.
Yeah.
So the right one, I believe, fell out of the inner sac and was like way lower than the other one because it was just hanging out in the bigger sac.
Does that hurt?
It didn't hurt. It was just weird. It looked weird. But you have to have surgery to correct it.
Got that blinking from
and it was when I was like 6, so like I hadn't hit puberty yet, so it probably wasn't that big of an issue. I probably
back up in there.
probably if I was older, it might have been more painful.
Gotcha.
But as a 6-year-old, it was just like, that looks weird, Mom. Why is one ball way lower than the other one? And then I went and had surgery.
Mom, something weird.
Yeah.
Wow. You know what? This is a reminder to thank our testicles each and every day for what they do for us, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Really, I did not realize that we could hurt them that way.
Do you actually know what testicles do?
You know what? I'm starting to think I don't. I thought they were just for fun down there, but apparently not.
That's where your pee is stored.
Are we being serious right now?
No.
Okay.
I was gonna whoa.
No, that's an internet meme.
Okay, I remember hearing that internet meme.
Yeah.
Jeez.
Took me a while to figure out it was a meme, but yeah.
You thought it was real for a while?
You're
don't
like, know.
Whoa, learn something new today.
What? No. That was
sometimes after I urinate, they feel a little lighter. So I thought maybe that was why.
No, that's because you just released the pressure of the muscles that were holding them at bay, and it's like, oh, we can float freely now.
I didn't know the reason why, but I did realize later on that it was a meme.
Yeah.
Yeah, testicles are basically like little sump pumps that you have on the bottom of your body.
Okay. And
they're pumps.
You can break them by lifting too heavy.
You can break a sump pump.
Or touching something too wrong. Getting flicked hard. They're very fragile.
Oh yeah,
mean,
like if someone kicks you in the crotch, you can rupture your testicles.
not even just like that. Like you could just get like a small little thump on it, and you hit the right spot, and it like, oh hey, guess what? We're exploding now. So
and then
sometimes,
and then you can't have kids anymore.
sometimes
That sounds like
on that line, I'm looking at getting the whole snippy.
okay.
So getting a dad talk now.
Yeah.
You know, I just
all right.
I've been thinking about that for a bit. It just
Snurping it.
I had one kid, and I don't want any more.
Okay.
And I mean, so you can always reverse it if I ever wanted to.
Not always.
I mean, not always, but
After like 5 years, the chance of a successful reversal like tanks.
yeah. Maybe I could just have to have some saved up, then I'll freeze some before I get it done.
Yeah.
That's the other option.
5 years from now, like I would want to have a kid even less 5 years from now.
That's I see when
Like once
when
you hit 40, it's like no, you shouldn't. Don't have another kid.
See, some people start though at 40, which is weird.
I know.
Yeah, that's
I'm
like raising kids when you're a grandparent, basically.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't want to have kids too old because like I thought like I'd be too out of shape to be able to run around with my kid, like to do stuff, like to do active things with him. And then I realized that I hit that out of shape mark when I was 25, so there wasn't really any hope for me anyways.
My biggest thing was just wanting to like still be able to be like young and cool to like do stuff when my kid's like 18 and gone. So like I'll be 38 when Ashlyn's 18. And like that's a pretty ripe age for doing some fun
that's
stuff.
That's not bad. My parents are in their early 50s. They're still doing stuff.
Yeah, no, exactly. Yeah.
Like if you stay active and you maintain your health, then you can do stuff pretty long.
I do that every day. I drink lots of beer and I eat terrible food. So really taking care of this, treating it like a temple.
You actively maintain
the level that I'm at right now. Yes.
You actively maintain your kegger.
We kind of hit that point. Like there's a point when it's got to be like 5 years after you have the kid where you kind of like you have that beer gut that happens, and then you're like, man, I am really out of shape. And then you like try, and you're like, okay, like I can kind of get back into it, and then it becomes a lot of work, and then you're like, I'm okay.
Yeah,
like I could use some work. Every couple weeks or so, you do some crunches or you lift something heavy. You go mow the lawn or cut down a tree. You're like, oh man, yeah, get that pump on. And you're like, yeah, I'm gonna work out. And then you don't. And
yeah. I even have like a home gym in my garage, and I don't even work out.
Yeah. See, that'd be great now. Like because when I was dating Bobby, I had a routine. Like I would, even if like I go and see, because she lived in Olympia at the time, so I'd have to drive home for an hour and a half after I'd see her. I would get home and I would do like half hour worth of stuff, and it was just all lifts. And I do like presses, and then I do behind my neck, and then I do curls, and then I also had a bar in my doorway that I do standard pull-ups, and then I do like these ones. I do the weird ones where you go like that. Those ones hurt. My arms were amazing though. But then after we got married and had a kid, it was just I have time.
Yeah. I think for me it's partially diet and then partially like I need some fat burning workouts because like my legs are good, my arms are good. I have a gut and I have a little bit of stuff on my back, like my lower back that I'd like to get rid of.
Got a badonkadonk?
No, not my butt's big too, but I like that. I'm talking about like my like love handles type of like the lower back area.
Yeah.
So like I need to do some workouts that just kind of help you burn fat in areas instead of actually building muscle. Maybe
I don't think that there's such a thing. I think they're all the same.
Well, no, because
you can't
there's
specifically target where you're going to.
I'm not saying targeting. I'm just saying I'm saying general fat burning because I mean that's where the most of my fat on my body is.
Heart rate being up and eating in deficit.
So cardio then?
Anything doesn't matter if it's cardio. Doesn't matter if it's weightlifting. Just keeping your heart level.
Heart
rate raised. I don't know.
Elevated heart rate.
Elevated,
so let's do a BPM challenge of like who can lose 5 pounds by the next month. Like let's do a weight loss challenge. See who can do it.
Yeah,
that sounds horrible.
I do feel like me and Calvin actually at an advantage for this one, but yeah, for sure, let's do it.
Yeah, I mean, you guys could totally lose weight easily.
I lost 4 pounds randomly.
I mean,
like in the last 2 weeks.
It'll be harder for Mick.
Oh, dude, yeah, because I've hovered around 180 to 200 for years.
Yeah,
and I just dropped below 180 the other day. I was like, that's weird. But also my appetite's been like nothing. So
I was 180, like right after I got married, and now I'm 221.
Yeah,
that's fun. That's fun. That you guys are disclosing numbers.
So come on,
I don't care.
Too. So we can do this. So let's how many pounds we would like to lose and see who can get the closest to that goal.
Let's go, Calvin.
Let's do it.
Know.
But let's get.
I hate working out. Is the thing. I have a terrible cardiovascular system. I get winded easily
because you do it.
I know it's because I never worked it out. I understand why I have a terrible cardiovascular system. It
can be improved.
It sucks trying to improve it because it just hurts the whole time.
It's not like poor eyesight that can't be improved. Like this can be improved, Calvin. This is something that you can fix.
I understand. It's just horrible. It's horrible to try to fix a bad cardiovascular system because you have to breathe in order to work out. And with a bad cardiovascular system, you can't breathe. So it's like it works against itself.
Can you keep an inhaler close?
Yeah. I don't
just keep a bottle of oxygen with you. After each lift.
Maybe you can motivate yourself. Like as you're running on the treadmill, just keep a beer nearby, and as you're running, just, crack one open, down it real quick and just keep running.
That sounds counterproductive.
See, we'll have to set up a treadmill. So as he runs, he has to get a certain amount of time for the shot to pour into the mics. So he has to make it. So by the end of that, so if he gets to the end, then he gets that mics with the shot. And if he doesn't, he just gets the mics. He doesn't get the awesomeness that's there.
Treat yourself.
He's got to push it in.
That makes sense to me.
I think that would motivate me.
It sounds horrible.
I'm motivated right now just thinking about it.
I'd rather just drink without running.
I'm dripping with sweat, so I'm so motivated.
If my treadmill could actively actually throw away a Mike's Hard for me while I'm running, I feel like I would be more motivated then at that moment.
You just get to slowly squish a 211 into the garbage. I lost 3 beers yesterday. All over myself. And
how'd you lose 3 beers at once?
So I went down to North Jetty down in Long Beach yesterday and picked up some good beer. I actually have one of them with me. I'm glad this is the one that I only got one of these, so this one didn't pop. This is the notable accomplishment. This is the second to the honorable mention. Pretty good. This one's super grapefruity. It's awesome. The other one I had was the New Guard, and it was a American IPA, but it's not. It's 5.7. No bitterness.
So it's more like a lager.
Not even lager. No, it's in that weird spot where it's not an IPA and it's not a pale and it's not a lager. It's just it's a well-rounded beer, but it's not classifiable in my.
It's like the Mario of beers.
It's weird, yeah. So I got out of this van and I had my 4-pack sitting on the floorboards, and I don't know how. I didn't touch it with my feet. It just hopped off and just slowly went boom, boom, and fell and hit nice pointy rocks and pinholes. 3 of them, and just
blew up your beers.
Yep. So sad. And then I smelled old. I love beers and I love breweries, but when it smells like old beer, it kind of makes me it's kind of stomach turning. It's ugh. And that's how I smelt. So I'm in his studio in here trying to work, and ugh, I gotta take a shower. This is disgusting.
You got home and you just left the clothes on?
Yeah, because I had to do some stuff in here, and it just. I washed my hands and things, but it just it was bad. Didn't like it. But I saved the one because I wanted to talk about them. They're really good beers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What is it? The notes. Give us the beer profile.
Well, I haven't opened it yet. I'll have to do it again.
Do it.
Well, I've got to finish my
what are you drinking?
My
right
Alaskan
now?
Amber.
Oh, Amber. That's a good
It's not bad.
anytime beer, I think.
It's like a black butte porter.
A black butte porter?
Yeah, I can have a black butte pretty much anytime.
Devin doesn't like it.
You don't like black butte?
He's making ugly faces whenever we mention the beers. Porters?
I don't love them. Don't generally drink them. If I'm somewhere and it's on tap and I'm like trying everything, I'll usually have one, but I will never gravitate towards that.
Okay.
At all. The porters, or what's the other dark stouts? I will never gravitate towards. Just
really
are so heavy feeling.
I like stouts sometimes.
They're so thick and heavy feeling most of the time, at least.
It depends.
And there's a line with them, because I think we talked about that before, of like the sweetness with stouts and things. Like if they get the high content, then you aren't getting all the malts rendered out. So when it gets too high of content, then it gets like a sweet beer, and that's gross. But like a good stout. I mean, like Guinness, of course, is amazing. Anywhere, Guinness is great. Even in American Guinness, if it's on tap, you got it. Like that's great.
If American Guinness is all you know, then American Guinness is great.
I mean, if it's on tap, if I'm somewhere, if they have it, I'll usually get 1 pint to start the night off, just because like it's so smooth and creamy, and I can just pound it.
I might get it if I don't know any other beers they have, or they don't have any other good ones. Like if I go to a place and it's just IPAs and then Guinness, I'll get a Guinness. Yeah, because I'm not a huge fan of IPAs. Like there was one place that Devin recommended one time. It was called Hops on the Hill, I think.
Right.
And they just had IPAs. They had like one lager and one amber, and then like 15 IPAs. And I was like, well, I guess I know what I'm drinking tonight.
I mean, their name kind of suggests that that's what they would have.
More hoppy beers, yeah. But their barbecue was pretty good.
Man, they have some pretty good food there, actually.
Where are they at?
On a hill.
Yeah, it's over in Tumwater. It's near the South Puget Sound Community College. It's like this weird little place inside of a like commercial building. And they do like barbecue and stuff. It's pretty good.
Oh, sweet.
It was a little bit pricey for the portions. I remember that much, because like you get like a thing like this big with like different meats and your bread and your coleslaw, whatever. But it was like $17 for that, which I feel like for our barbecued meat is kind of a lot.
Depends on how it's done or what it is.
I mean, it wasn't gourmet, but it was good barbecue. Like I feel like I'd rather just get meat and go make Tyler barbecue me something.
I hate that argument, because you can always say, well, of course, my friend makes it better, or I would, I can make it same thing at home.
Yeah.
Then do it.
The thing is that barbecue...
You have to compare the barbecue you're eating at this restaurant from the barbecue you ate at the other restaurant. You're not comparing it to what you can make at home, because you can make the best dish in the world at home, but the only people that are going to taste it are you and your friends if you invite them over.
Sure.
Everybody's eating this at this restaurant.
But I feel like barbecue is one of those things that's so easy to do. It's not like it's a complicated, like you have to go to school to make this type of thing. It's you get fire and metal and you put meat on it.
No, barbecuing is hard. You have to know how things need, especially if you're doing it right. You have to know your heats and how long things need to be on, how you're going to get your grill marks, everything. Like there's a lot to it.
But that's a simple Google away, my guy. You Google what temperature does chicken need to be.
Yeah,
and you put a thermometer in it.
Right. But that doesn't make me Ramsey. I'm not going to be out there, Hell's Kitchen telling these people
Ramsey
how to cook this stuff, because I watched the thing on YouTube. You don't think he knows how to do it though?
Everyone knows how to do barbecue. That's what I'm saying.
Barbecue, we're talking about smoked meats, right? Because that's what they have there at that place is
smoked.
They have smoked meat. They have like regular barbecue
and
as
stuff
well.
Like that.
Right.
They don't just have smoked.
What's regular barbecue?
Like barbecued chicken, like just on the grill.
Like you just barbecue it. Yeah.
Yeah, even that. Yeah, you can be like, oh yeah, this is really good barbecue, but if you have had like someone who knows what they're doing, like your homemade barbecue is not even close.
Okay, so if we have to compare it to other barbecue restaurants, then it's overpriced and not very good.
Okay,
because I've had way better barbecue for cheaper.
Okay,
I think it was okay. I think it was okay, but like for $17, I'm like, this is more of a $10 dish.
That makes sense. No, I'm gonna do the same thing you're doing because my head kind of hurts. Moving the headphones back a little bit, like get that like spot where it just pushes a little too.
I think I have a permanent indent on my skull.
Yeah, you wear your headphones way too much then.
But whenever I'm on my computer, I wear them. I don't have speakers, so if I want to hear anything, I have to.
Why don't you have speakers?
I'll DJ it. Or
I used to have speakers, but they broke, and I have never bought new ones.
It's just.
But
I mean, Goodwill has them all the time.
Yeah, I wouldn't use them very often. Maybe when Mona gets older and like we're in here playing games together on the computer, I might buy speakers, just because it's easier than trying to hook up two headphones at once. But for now, it's just me.
Which is more uncomfortable, I feel like, wearing headphones all the time.
No,
It is.
These are super comfortable, my guy.
Yeah, it's not though. Over the ears are just never it's just on your ears though. It's not comfortable.
After a while, it presses and like.
You guys need to get better headphones, my guy. These I could wear these 24/7. They're super comfortable.
I get sweaty ears.
Nah, these are padded. It's padded up here. They're noise canceling. They're wireless. There's nothing like I don't have to worry about. I can walk around with these all day.
So your head never hurts. There's not even an ounce of uncomfortableness that ever happens.
I get way more comfortableness from earbuds than I get from than these ever. Earbuds, I hate.
AirPod Pros all day long.
The inside of my ears get sore.
I don't care for AirPods, but I like in the ear earbuds. I don't care for AirPods just because their shapes are weird. I like the nice ones that like pop in there. Good.
No, these Logitech headphones. They're like $80. Best headphones I've ever had, and they're super comfortable.
Mine are stereo. There's something. DJX07. They're Geminis. I got them for like $15. They're like expensive stereo headphones.
I used to buy cheap ones.
Came with this like the adapter, but you have to like screw it on for it to work. So it only works with this set of headphones.
Yeah, I used to buy like cheap $20 headphones, and those ones I could like, maybe after like 4 hours they would start getting a little bit uncomfortable on my skull, but these ones never.
Cool.
So,
good.
If you're in the market for some good headphones, I recommend them.
Hey, you know what? You saying that? I have a new segment that I want to introduce into the show that I think we should do every week. And it's called Get Wrecked. And this is where we recommend something for people, whether it's booze or headphones or movies or anime or whatever.
So do we have to come up with new things each week to recommend? Or do we just do one at a time? Or what?
I mean, we don't each have to come up with something, but we can just like, if one of us has something.
I like the idea of each of us having to come up with something that
we each have to come up with one new thing a week.
Each week there is a list presented of Calvin's recommendation for the week. For the next week, this is what Calvin is recommending.
Okay,
as an improvement to your life in one way or another.
Right.
All right. Settled. Get wrecked.
Get wrecked.
This week, Calvin recommends headphones.
Logitech headphones on Amazon. They're good.
Buy them. Do it.
I could look. I don't remember what the actual name of them is. I could look up the name. I wasn't prepared.
We'll make a list. Yeah, or we could put a picture on Instagram or something.
I could find them real fast. I just have to go to my mom's Amazon account and search Logitech in previous orders.
That's a sad sentence.
What?
I can just go ask your mom real quick.
She doesn't know.
Oh,
hey, Christy.
They're Logitech G533s.
They're Logitech G533s?
Wireless gaming headset.
Sorry, Cal. Your mom said that they're Logitech G533s?
They're $70. They're really good. I recommend them. They look like this.
Nice.
They look very sharp.
Is it removable microphone too? Or does it like go into it?
It's this right here.
Oh, pulls down. Oh, nice.
And then it can extend and turn if you wanted to. And then just kind of hides there.
I wish you could like fold down and then actually be able to like wrap around your mouth, so it's a lot closer for ASMR type stuff.
Well, I wouldn't recommend this for
just like-
ASMR. Really, I mean, this is like a very directional microphone. So if you just point it at your mouth, this is really. It's. I used to use this for audio before I got my other thing. This is what Jennifer uses. She doesn't have a mic. She just uses her headset.
Oh.
Nice. I mean, usually the mics are pretty good on there if they're made for like gaming and stuff.
Yeah.
So what do you have to recommend, Devin?
Me?
Yeah.
Oh boy. Okay.
I'm putting you on the spot.
Yeah.
He's gonna recommend my hat. That's what he's gonna do.
No, this is a terrible hat. Don't buy this hat. This is a very good hat.
It's a
I don't
sweaty
recommend
hat.
this to anybody. Okay. My recommendation is I've never had it before in my life. It's a very, very very like trending thing, I would say. I've seen it a lot on TikTok, a lot on Instagram. It's kind of a frat boy thing, I think. And I just on a whim kind of went with it. And so I ended up picking up a bunch of this natural light Naturdays for those who like strawberry lemonade and drinking beer. And you know what? I actually like both of those things.
Yeah.
So natural light, or as you know, people like to call it natty lights.
Sponsor.
Natty!
Naturdays are for the boys now, you know?
Yeah.
So pick yourself up a natty light lemonade. Naturdays. Pretty tasty, actually.
Days.
That literally felt like a sponsor. That felt like you were just reading an ad for somebody.
Oh yeah, we just got $500 for that. You're welcome.
Anheuser-Busch, thank you very much. Those are really good, though. I do like those.
Yeah.
Have you had their seltzers?
No, I haven't.
Dude, their seltzers are great. And they're like 6%.
It is just so crushable. It is ridiculous.
Next time I come over, I want you to have those instead of that weird Bud hard soda seltzer that tasted like really, really overly sweet candy.
Well, I only have the type of stuff when I have like a crush day. And so the other day this week, we had a crushing party.
Crush day.
It was a crushing party. We went
Crushing
outside and we crushed a full rack of Bud Light.
So I guess what I'm saying is invite me to your next crush party. That's what I'm saying.
Sorry. It was a midweek crush party.
You don't think we're available for midweek crush parties?
I am after work.
I'm available.
It happened at 8:00. It was a very last minute thing.
I will drive the hour to get there. And that's speeding.
See, Calvin wouldn't come the half hour though at 8:00, would you?
No, you wouldn't.
On a Wednesday evening.
I would come for like an hour.
Okay. Well, you know what?
I would crush and then I'd go home.
I will put that invite out there next time. We had a little crush party. We watched a little I Think You Should Leave.
Oh, I love it.
Pretty good night.
So much. I need to watch that again, like to do some research.
Now I'm thinking of all the things I want to recommend in the future. I have to start writing. I have to start writing stuff down.
Mick needs to recommend something.
So my recommendation actually is a movie. Is one that we watched the other day. It is the Final Fantasy Spirits Within. I love that movie. It is good. If you haven't seen it,
it was okay.
I know you have your opinions about it.
It was okay.
It's nostalgic for me. Like I really would love if somebody took it and like just remastered it in the Unreal 5 engine. Oh, it'd be amazing if somebody did that.
My problem with
so good. I love
movies. My problem with movies that are based off of either a game series or a show or like an anime series is that they are never long enough to fully encompass the story that they represent. Like I just went and I saw
more of that one.
I saw the new Dragon Ball Super movie, like Dragon Ball Superheroes or whatever it was called, in the theater last week. It was amazing. The animation was amazing. Best Dragon Ball animation I've ever seen in my life. But like with a series that's so long and has so many characters, and like normally the fights take 4 episodes, the movie seemed super short. It was like that was my only complaint about the movie, was that it was too short. Like I'm like, I want more of this story. Why? How does it end in one fight? There's one fight, and then the bad guy was dead. Like that's not how Dragon Ball works. Dragon Ball, the hero gets his butt kicked 3 times and then gets stronger and comes back and saves the day. Like they don't meet once and then win. So that was my only complaint about the movie. But like,
it just wasn't enough. Like,
that's how I feel about every movie that's based off of a longer continuation or like a bigger universe.
And like that Final Fantasy though is like it's not connected to anything else.
No Final Fantasy is.
No. Well, but I mean, like you have the was it Kingsglaive?
I don't know what that is.
That was the newest Final Fantasy. Came with the game. It was the movie.
I have no idea.
Oh, you guys haven't seen that one? That one's really good too. But that one is based off of the game and like actually is correlated with it.
Okay.
Like it's actually part of the whole thing.
Okay.
A really good movie too. So I'll recommend that one too. The other Final Fantasy, Kingsglaive. Awesome. So Final Fantasy, Spirits Within, and Final Fantasy Kingsglaive. Watch those.
Because like all the Final Fantasy games are like super extensive games, like with deep lore and lots of characters and lots of story. Like I feel like there's more story in a game than there was in the movie.
Final Fantasy 13 is so huge, and I still have not even touched the surface of it. Like and I've had it since it came out. Like
I bet the cutscenes for one of the newer Final Fantasy games probably go longer than that movie did.
Yeah. It's 13, right? Yeah, that is the newest one. I don't know. You were questioning the 13. I'm questioning myself when you said 13.
I think it's what Final Fantasy 13 was.
Okay. Yeah, Final Fantasy 13. It's the newest one.
No, it's not the newest one.
Was it the newest?
No.
Or not the newest one, but it was like a year, 2 years ago.
Final Fantasy 15 is the big one that everyone's.
That's the one.
That's the one with where they're driving the car across the country.
Right.
15.
That's the only one I've played.
Okay, that's the one I have. That's like I have not even touched the surface of it.
Yeah, same.
It's fun. It's really good. It just
it's massive.
Very. Yeah. So, do we have any updates from Devin's little workshop, or is it still closed for COVID?
Is it still in the workshop?
Yeah, it's still in the workshop. It's still working.
Yeah.
The workshop is in the body shop. So it's a little bit of other stuff mixing.
Devin's body's in the workshop.
Yeah, it's true.
Yeah, right there. It's working it right. That's working it.
And by the way, I'm just drinking the last of my second batch of mead.
You're sipping it too. Why are you sipping it?
I'm sipping it because it's the last of it.
Yeah,
I want to savor it. I still have some in a mason jar that I'm going to bring whenever we do an in-person show.
But
this is my
next week will be an in-person show, but Devin won't be there.
Right.
Filling in for Devin is going to be Asher, so
that doesn't count.
Peace.
Yeah, Asher already tasted the mead, so I don't have to bring any for him.
No, you don't. He said it wasn't bad.
He said it was amazing, actually.
The other day he said it wasn't bad.
Yeah.
To me, anyways.
Yeah, I think he told me like 3 times how awesome it was.
Amazing. Well, it's good. I mean,
that's high praise coming from.
But it's only your second batch. That's what I mean. Like for second batch, like that's awesome.
Yeah, high praise coming from someone who distills amazing rum on the regular.
His stuff is really good. I don't know why it's still on my table, but I busted out the Ouzo the other day. I was playing some games.
Yeah,
that was a pretty fun evening. You guys ever have Ouzo?
I don't even know what Ouzo is.
I feel like I know what that is.
It's a Greek specialty liqueur. It's like black licorice. Delicious.
That's tasty.
Okay. Yeah.
It's dangerous. There was an evening of Shadow of Mordor where I accidentally drank 3/4 of the bottle and got about 3/4 through the game.
And you don't remember the game at all?
Oh no, the game was amazing. I just like, I need to go to bed. And like, there's only a little bit of that left.
How did you get 3/4 through the game in one night? That game's big.
Dude, I was hauling through that thing.
Were you playing the first one or the second one?
First one. It was Shadow of Mordor. Yeah, Shadow of Mordor, not Shadow of War. Shadow of War was ridiculously huge too. I'm still not done with that one. Which I think those are pretty great games. The way they did them.
My wife is firmly against those games.
Why?
There's too much stabbing.
Oh, it's much stabbing.
She thinks that they're like horribly graphic.
More so than Assassin's Creed?
More so than Assassin's Creed.
I don't think it's
no,
gorier.
because Assassin's Creed, when you assassinate somebody, you go for the kill and then you leave them there. In Shadow of Mordor, you can brutalize somebody and stab them 17 times so that it scares away all the other orcs.
Right.
Like,
but
brutalized. I always thought that was I didn't enjoy that concept. It was just
like
pointless.
You behead them or you cut out their lip. Like there's always Shadow of Mordor isn't just like you hold their mouth and cut their throat and that's the kill. No. It's always like no,
it's not always, because if you just do a stealth kill, he just goes, it's done. But if you do the brutalized thing, but that is meant to. There's a reason for that because it scares the other orcs. Yeah. I mean, you could do. It's not the same exact thing.
Jennifer just hated it
when you jump down onto somebody and like you slam your hand into the back of their head. I feel like that's more graphic than just like stab.
Definitely not.
No, I don't know, because when you do that, it's in a group of like 25 people.
But there's not even like Assassin's Creed barely even has any blood in it. Even like it's like cartoon violence.
I don't know. I feel like Valhalla's assassinations are way worse. Than
the finishing moves in Valhalla.
No, specifically the assassinations.
Just the assassinations.
Even Black Flag too. Those were brutal assassinations.
Yeah. I think Shadow of Mordor definitely has the most
with the brutal. Tomahawk. Like, I mean. But you know what you're getting if you're doing it. With what you're doing, you know what you're getting into. But also, it's not people, which is, I know it's a weird concept or weird.
That doesn't matter for Jennifer.
Qualifier.
They're humanoid.
It's different. Yeah, they are. Yeah, but it's just a different thing because it's more like it's like an alien. Yeah,
I
don't know. That's how I see it.
Aren't they technically like made out of mud or something? Like the orcs from Lord of the Rings?
The Orcai.
Yeah, aren't they like mud people, technically? Like they come from the ground?
They're elves. They're like buried elves. Because elves are, I believe
they're buried elves?
There's something, I forget.
Because they don't reproduce.
No.
The orcs.
I thought the orcs from Shadow of Mordor were like made out of mud.
No, I think you're thinking of the part in Lord of the Rings where they make the Orcai out of mud.
Am I?
Yes.
Yeah, because the orcs are just like elves. Descendant weird. I believe. On that line, did you guys see the series? I haven't watched it yet, but did you see it came out?
Yeah, I saw it came out.
Rings of Power.
I've heard it's pretty good.
From what I've heard, it's like, ooh, this is going to be actually really good.
Better than the majority of the Star Wars and Marvel shows that have come out.
What are we talking about?
I mean, Mando's good though. That's the show I've been watching with my kid and Bobby. Mando's good.
I like all of them.
The episode 10 of season 2, I think.
I like everything.
It's where he went back to where he had the big shootout with the bounty hunters with the kid.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Yeah, that's the one we were on. And then he had to go help the other Mandos on the ship. Starbuck showed up, you know.
Starbuck.
Yeah, do you guys know?
Oh, right.
Starbuck. Yeah, that's the last episode we watched. That was good. It's good.
Yeah, I like everything Star Wars. I like Book of Boba Fett. I like Mando. I like all the new movies. I like
Book of Boba was trash.
I haven't watched it yet.
Episodes. It was great.
I haven't watched it yet.
I loved it.
The first 4 were boring.
I think maybe just people went into it with different expectations than what it actually was. They were expecting young Boba Fett, where the show is about old retired Boba Fett who almost died, coming to grips with himself as an older person.
Is it supposed to be after the whole?
It's after he escapes out of the Sarlacc and like 30 years go by. Like it's like he's old man in the show. So like people thought it was boring because they were expecting like a lot of gunplay and jetpacks and stuff. And it's like some of it's sort of like political, like about the running of the town and stuff.
The part that got stupid was the stupid like Vespa gang. That was the stupid part.
You didn't like the Vespa gang?
No.
Scooter Patrol?
Why?
That's so stupid.
I think it makes sense. It's like the young kids that live in a backwater town trying to act like they're from Coruscant.
That was so dumb.
No, that makes sense.
It was the stupidest thing ever.
And they can't get actual speeder bikes because they live in a backwater town with nothing in it.
So they ride around in Vespas?
Yes. That's hilarious.
I mean, yeah, but are you trying to be funny, or are you trying to like?
I feel like it makes sense for where they are. Like if you think about it, the town that they're in is a desert town with rock houses where they trade water. That's the currency. Like it's like one of the most backwater towns in the Star Wars universe, and you have these 4 or 5 cybernetically enhanced like hoodlums that want to act like they're trying to act like they're the kids from like a big city, and like they've got these tricked out rides like all different colors. Like it's like
that wasn't spoken of at all.
What do you mean it wasn't spoken of?
Like that's not what they didn't say. They didn't say that that's what they were trying to do.
No, but you can tell us what they're trying to do.
No. In this backwater town, do you think they have holovids of Coruscant to be able to like model their life after? No, they don't.
You think they don't have movies in Star Wars?
Not that type.
Why wouldn't they?
Because
everyone's heard of Coruscant. They get traders in the town that will come through and tell stories. Like people know about other places, even if they're in a backwater town.
Scooter Gang was stupid.
I thought Scooter Gang was awesome.
Tusken training was stupid.
The Tusken arc was sad.
It was stupid. It was awesome. Also, I agree. It was sad.
I think that I just think your expectations are wrong.
Boba was great. Show. I was perfectly fine with the way Boba was acted. Everything else surrounding him, garbage. And then Mando showed up. It was choice.
I thought it was funny
that became a little mini Mando.
When Mando showed up, people were posting memes about Mando being like, "This is my show now." Mando shows up. Look at me. I am the captain now.
Speaking of which, we just talked about that Spirits movie.
See your face.
That was the same person in Mando, Ming Na Wen, right? As Fennec Shand. Am I wrong?
I don't know.
Okay, never mind. I was trying to draw a correlation.
Who was she in Spirits Within?
I don't know. I just
like the main girl.
Oh, was she that in?
Yeah, I think Devin's right.
Huh.
Ming Na Wen.
Yeah. Now.
Right. She was in Mandalorian.
Yeah. Cool. So we actually have a user submitted question again after such a long time.
I did. Oh.
This one's from Felix.
Felix,
our OG fan.
Shout out to Felix.
He says, "What sort of nicknames were you guys given growing up?" I wasn't really given hardly any. Like my grandpa called me Callie. And some people called me Cal. But that was it.
No Vinny?
No, there was not really any nicknames. It was just
Vinny would have been a good one.
That would have been good. I'm gonna start calling you Vinny from now on.
I don't think I'm Italian enough for that.
Vinny! The Vinster.
I do eat enough pasta that I could be considered Italian. But what about you guys?
Slugger, Chief, Champ, Sport.
All those horrible nicknames.
Those are. I mean that.
Those are more like.
That's just like the old guy
like
called
pet names or kid names. Those aren't nicknames, really.
Slugger. Oh no! I don't have my glass. I had a new Jetty glass.
I always hated when girls called me Buddy.
Buddy. That's because you know that you're in the friend zone.
Yeah, I hated it.
You're just like, oh yeah, this ain't going no.
That's stupid.
And then you just drop her books.
Yeah.
Sorry, buddy. I had to go by Duke by myself when I was in school because I liked it. But that didn't fly.
A self nickname.
Well, it's because the One Mighty Duck. Duke was the best. He had eye patch and the plasma sword.
Okay.
And my teacher was like not having any of that crap. My aunt called me Pickle. for a long time because Mickle.
Mm.
What else did I have?
I call you Mickey Mac or Big Mick.
Somebody I worked with called me Little Effer. That was her nickname for me.
Nice.
It was enduring. I loved her so much. She was great. She was one of the best workmates because when the 50s diner that I worked at, she took it like really above when she dressed, like her dress. So she would roll her sleeves up, cuff. And this one time, she had like a whole thing of food. She was going out, and I took a straw and I got it right in the back of one arm. I was like, oh, yes. And she went out and did all her stuff, and she came back and it was still there. And so I got another one and I got the other arm. And she went out like 3 more times and she came back and threw them at me and just like, you little effer. It's great. He's like, yeah, some customer was like, you have straws hanging out of your arms. Pickle, I think was my nickname that I had. And Pickle. Yeah, Pickle.
I call you Micklemore sometimes.
Micklemore. Was it Amanda calls me Micholas.
Micholas.
Yep.
I don't think I have any nicknames for Devin. Not that I could think of.
Not really.
Essay.
I call him Sexy Mexi sometimes.
Nice.
That's happened on occasion.
Yeah.
My beefy burrito.
Yeah.
Like, my parents like call me Mijo, but that's like it's not really a nickname.
That's like son, right?
Spanish. Yeah.
Yeah.
There was a point in school when they would call me Magnet.
Why?
Because that was the Mexican kid in Holes. Because we all had Holes names.
That's good. So I cracked
awesome.
the notable accomplishment.
You cracked it.
It's very grapefruit.
Grapefruit.
Mm-hmm.
Do you guys have any nicknames for me? I don't think I really have nicknames ever.
Worst sucks.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I don't think we have any.
That guy.
Baldy.
I think I've. I don't know.
Eyes.
I see.
You don't look like a cow. That doesn't work.
Some people tell me that, but
I don't like. I don't feel like you don't embrace the cow. Like a cow to me is like, oh, go ahead and get Chad and Cal. We're going down to the course. We're gonna get some Michelob Ultras and hit the 9s.
I'm not enough of a college frat boy to be a Cal.
Not frat. No, that's not frat boy. Cal is like I said, the guy that's going down.
Chad sounds like a frat boy name.
Chad, Chad and
Chadley.
Chad, the Chadster.
The Chad.
Oh, great movie. Do you remember that movie?
Charlie's Angels.
The Chad, yes. The
Chad is great.
Charlie's Angels. Did you ever see that one?
What?
Charlie's Angels?
No.
The old Charlie's Angels with Mary Sue, right? No, what was her name? Mary Lou?
What?
Lucy Liu.
Lucy Liu. Oh my God.
Cameron Diaz.
Mary Lou.
And Drew Barrymore.
Yeah, those 3. Lucy Liu was the name I was thinking of.
I mean, Drew Barrymore's. That's.
Yeah, also Drew Barrymore was in it. She was there too.
Love me some Drew Barrymore.
Oh, okay.
Oh yeah. Oh really? Yeah. Drew Barrymore does it. Yep. We're getting real. That's yeah.
All right.
That's yeah.
Well, I guess I'll just remain nicknameless.
Yeah, I don't know.
Like I had nicknames for you when we were like growing up and stuff.
I feel like you called me Callie Wally a couple times.
That sounds very accurate.
Yeah, but that you didn't.
Calster feels like one.
I don't remember that one at all. I remember Callie Wally was like one you would use like sarcastically or something. Like it was it wasn't a real nickname.
Everything
it was
I say sounds sarcastically. So,
but you would use it like that, gotcha. Like on purpose.
Anybody ever call you like Milk?
No one's ever called me Milk. No, that's a weird nickname.
Sup, heavy cream.
Maybe this counts.
What's up, my little half and half?
There it is.
Yeah. What were you gonna say, Devin? Maybe this counts as what?
Oh, I just maybe this counts as still the same question, but maybe you can explain like your Instagram handle. Like, where'd that come from?
Soups the Dupes.
Yeah,
Because
is that a
my
nickname of yours? Or
it was one I came up with because my profile picture was me like opening a suit and revealing Superman logo underneath it.
oh,
So that's where the soups comes from. And then dupes just means like double or it means two. It's a double meaning, which is like a double entendre as well. Because it means duplicate and it also means to fool somebody. So it was like soups the dupes is just, I don't know, it sounded cool in my head.
okay. I wasn't sure if that was like a nickname of yours that you had.
No, it was just for my Instagram.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, they have, Skybacks.
Yeah, Skybacks is a fictional pterosaur from a book series that I read growing up.
Oh.
And that's more your username, but still,
yeah, it's a username.
Like what people call you. That'd probably be, I think, if a nickname, that would probably be the more closest you.
Just Sky.
Just Sky.
Sky, yeah. People call me.
Again, that he needs to be hanging out with Chad and Cal. Waiting for Sky. Yeah. He's got the
Yeah, I don't know. There are some people that only know me by my username, so that's what they call me, like in voice chat.
Nice.
But
I have some people like that too.
Yeah.
So I guess my username would probably be my nickname then too. Imp.
Yeah.
How about you, Devin? What else?
What?
You didn't have like any really
Derringer?
I didn't really have anything else. No.
Yeah. No, nothing. Nobody ever like. What did you ever try to start your own nickname?
Yes.
How'd that go for you?
Not great. There was, man, there was a time in my life when it was very young, but I wanted to like have a cool nickname, and I liked the idea of like showing up places and being like bam, like I'm here.
Oh God.
So I came up with this name, and it still was in use way past its prime, but it was Bamticus. And I wanted like people to
I remember that.
There was and it was more of a transition into my username for things, but like there was a time in my life where I was trying to get people to call me that actually, and have it be something that Bamticus, something that like caught on, and it never caught on.
That was your username.
I think we can. I think we can make it catch on though, because I have a new rendition for that. We call it Bimpticus.
No,
Bimpticus can be our mascot.
He's the Bimp to kiss.
Oh, they got to set up a kissing booth.
A kissing bimp?
At our
live event? No, please no.
How's that Natty treating you?
Oh, really nice. I mean, it's just crisp. It's tasty.
Crisp.
We've established you like crisp tasting things.
Yeah, I just want to be able to. I just want to crush it. You know,
Mm-hmm.
like I don't even want to I don't have to taste it. I just want to crush it. You know what I mean?
Some days, yes. That's like that summer brew, that Coors Light summer brew that we talked about, dude. Oh, wait, did we talk about that?
No,
we didn't. I talked about that.
Like I'm wasting money.
It depends. Depends on how much you get it for. Shout out to Henry. And I was late. Shout out to Henry, dude. Henry's an awesome dude. He supports Wildman amazingly. And Henry is...
Who's Henry?
Spot on. He is an awesome dude that I met down at Wildman. He went to their Vancouver Brewfest. Mm-hmm. And he specifically drove down that next week to Wildman for the weekend. Just because of their stuff. And he bought a good amount of things.
So he likes their stuff.
And he is got some good connections. And we've been into some contact. And he's an awesome friend. He got some cool. He's got like a ton of reptiles, like 27 lizards or something like that.
Wow. That's a lot of lizards.
Him and his wife have a lot of amphibians.
Why do they have so many?
Amphibians or lizards?
Lizards, amphibians, everything.
Well,
they got tons. They have lizards. They have snakes. They got. They have reptiles.
I feel like most lizards and amphibians don't get along very well.
I would say reptiles. That would be
He's got
I'll just say reptiles. Reptile kind of.
He's the reptile man.
He's got a good. There's some pretty cool.
Cool.
He's got like this one cage full of like 30 of those little green lizards. Something like that. Pretty awesome.
Do you know what they're called?
I don't, but I totally forgot where I was going with this. My mind just went blank.
You were shouting him out.
I was shouting him out. Before that, though, I had a reason why I was shouting him out.
Because of a
kissing booth.
No, it was a drink. A drink you're talking about. A summer
Yes.
something.
Coors Light Summer Brew. So we talked about that because they'd never had it either. They'd never seen it. And he works in distributing, so I think he'd seen it. He's like, I don't even know what that is. And it came out probably 5 years ago, and it's Coors Light Summer Brew, which is
I don't drink Coors Light very much.
This is freaking awesome, dude. It is oh god, why is that picture that loads? It's a refreshing blend of Coors Light and natural citrus flavors. It was the Citrus Rattler. Dude, you talk about crushing. I would slam those before I went to work.
I do like citrus.
And in the summer, it was perfect because I was cooking, so it wasn't anything. It wasn't like I wasn't getting like slammed, but I could pop one of those down
like
and
4% or something.
Yeah, they're like 4.2. Like they're like Coors Light. They're like normal, but I could pop one of those, and it's so refreshing that it would make me like, all right, let's go to work.
Right, for sure.
And they need to come back. So good. Delicious.
Yeah. What are we crushing on the 17th?
On the 17th, probably gonna crush some Wild Man.
Yeah.
Yeah. We're gonna crush some of that. I know Asher's got some goodies for us.
We're bringing some more rum.
Whatever you're bringing as well.
Yeah.
So, yeah, it's gonna be a good one.
Cool. Devin, you ended up not being able to come. You said you might come for a little bit.
I might come for a little bit.
You might. Okay, so that's still up in the air. Maybe.
Still up in the air. Maybe.
On which day? Friday.
The free day or the Cedar D?
Friday, Cedar D, or Surrender? Oh, okay, the 17th. Okay,
the 17th. The Saturday.
So not Friday, but Saturday.
Stop it.
Are you coming on Friday, Calvin?
I don't know.
Okay.
What's Calvin coming to on Friday?
I thought he was. I don't know. Maybe things have changed.
Oh, to my house. To my house.
To your house.
Yeah, you said you were thinking about it. So
yeah, I was thinking because if I don't bring Jennifer,
which actually would probably
come
best.
Friday. Yeah, because you said the Bobby's not going to be there.
Yeah, she'll be here, but she's got stuff she's doing, and like there was a family dinner that was planned that day too that I didn't find out until 2 weeks ago.
Yeah,
which I already had this thing planned out a month ago. So like, sorry. So
yeah. So if I just come, then I could maybe try to come Friday night so that I can just crash. We can get up early and have breakfast and get working.
I mean, because you work Friday too, right?
I work Friday, so yeah.
Right. I was gonna say, man, you could have like hitched a ride with Asher. He could have grabbed you on the way down, but he's gonna come Thursday.
Yeah.
Yeah. Ooh, you drinking some of his rum too now?
Yep.
Yeah, the maple.
The maple one, yeah.
So he's gonna bring some more of that, but it's the newest, like refined stuff.
That's what he told me.
Ooh, it's gonna be delicious. I find with his stuff, it's delicious and it's great, and those evenings are fun. But dang, the next day, not hungover, but just like,
lots of sugar.
That was heavy. It was heavy. It's like, heavy sugar. It's like, whoo.
I gave some of this to my parents on Monday, and they were raving about it. It's like some of the best rum they've ever had. They were like, "Did you make this?" And I was like, "No. This is a distilling process. I just put honey in water and leave it alone. Like, it's way different." Yeah, I wish I could make something that tasted this good.
We talked about, we're on this subject of making stuff. We talked about this a while back. I think it was with Tyler, possibly. But I want each of us to make figure out what our recipe for a beer would be. And I want to each of us make a gallon of whatever recipe we think is good. Just a gallon of beer. Super simple. Gallon of beer, super simple. You can do it, Devin. It's super simple. Just what? Have you ever done it?
Do I look like a brewer to you?
Dude, it's a gallon of beer. That's so.
I don't even know where to begin.
You get
there's a lot of brewery shops
you
in
boil
Olympia.
some grains and you put it in, you strain it, you put the water in the thing with the yeast and you let it set. Like it's super simple. So
there's a lot of home brewing shops in Olympia. You can
we can all do it together too. Let's make some content of this where we all get together and make 3 batches of beer, these 3 different recipes. Let's make it the content. That's what I
and then we all get together and drink 3 gallons of beer and see what happens.
So my thought with this is
now we're in my wheelhouse, everybody. You guys make the beer, I'll drink it.
So I want each of us to take like what we think would be like our favorite kind of beer and try to find a recipe that would kind of match that.
So we're all gonna get porters and stouts. So Devin
you could do that if you could figure out how to make it.
He's looking up the ingredients.
Yeah, if you can figure out how to make Natty. It. So, I mean, and that doesn't matter. So it could be just like a normal beer. It could be like a Mike's. It could be like that. It could be a seltzer. It could be a cider. Something that we can do. Beer. But I mean, that's what I'm saying. Like it could be something in that wheelhouse. But
does it have to be carbonated?
Yes. Yeah. It has to be carbonated, I think.
Because I don't know how to carbonate things.
Dude, you put the tab in the bottle and you cap it and it carbonates itself usually. If you're doing it that way, the other way is you force carbonate.
So you have to bottle it in order for it to be carbonated?
No.
Bottling it is easy.
You don't have to bottle it. You can throw it in the keg and then I have keg. Dude, I have 4 half barrels and like 3 pony kegs. Like
so are we going to make it at your house?
So I mean we can do that. Yeah, we can make it here. I have stuff to do it, but I think we should do that and then have our 3 beers and we should try them and see what we think. And then maybe make some adjustments to it. If we really like them, then we can keep it that way. But maybe we'll do a special BPM Wildman collaboration and have like a special BPM beer of the BPMs, which is 2 of yours, 2 of yours, and 2 of mine.
We'd have to make a lot of beer to sell it at Wildman.
See, but that's what I'm saying. This is going to be a limited run. We make each our own gallons, and then we just make a limited run of cans. Simple enough. We can.
Oh yeah, I guess if we just make them into cans and then like we sell just cans off the counter or something.
You're thinking it's something right off the counter, but like we can work with them to get it out there. Yeah. It's not just like in just the local brewery here, but
is this on the honor system? Like,
what do you mean?
Like this is on the honor system, right? Like of making it like we trust each other is going to make said beer.
Ideally, we'd all get together and make it in person and leave it at Mick's house.
We are all going to make it. All 3 of us need to find a recipe, and all 3 of us will get the things and make it. Like getting the things for it, it's like $35-$40 maybe, depending on how much you're going to make. Like I made 5 gallons and it cost me, I think it was like $35 to make 5 gallons of beer.
I will look into this for you.
It's super simple, but I want you to find like something like what you like you like Rainier, like that could be your go-to. So something like a clone of that or something like that.
No, I will literally be trying to make Natty Light. I think
that's fine. Dude, look up.
My goal is to put lemonade in it and call it a day.
So we could do that.
Devin, I recommend the Rocky Top Homebrew store for buying brewing equipment.
Yeah, for sure.
Rocky Top Homebrew, shout out.
It's on Harrison Avenue in Olympia.
I know where it is.
It's amazing.
We have 3 homebrewing shops in Olympia.
That one's really good though. I've been to a couple of them. I like that one the best. Have you been to it before?
No, I'm going to dock myself a little bit on the podcast. I don't buy local as much because it's pretty spendy when it comes to that kind of stuff.
It's not a brewery. They just sell supplies.
Oh, yeah. Supplies different, though.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah. There's one in Elma that's really good, too.
It was really well priced for me. Like, I bought winemaker's yeast for like $3.
Let me, you know what? Let me work with the dude in Elma. Maybe I can work something with him, swing a BPM thing with him too. Maybe we can get some connections going and be like, hey, we'll trade out some sponsorship stuff for some grind.
You're gonna pay him with exposure.
Yeah, I'll expose myself to him.
Oh no.
real hard.
All right. Wow.
Yeah. Well,
I will
what?
look this up
Wow.
for you. I will
Oh, is it
research
wow?
this and try to understand beer making just for you.
Well, but I think we should. I have book stuff. It's super simple, but we should all get together and do it. I think that we should record it, make content out of it.
I think we should all
Us
make some
making
mead.
beer. Well, we can do that too, but mead more intensive. I believe
Mead is way less intensive.
I
than
feel.
beer.
I feel like it takes.
Expensive.
Less intense.
It takes longer for mead to be ready though.
So how long does it take to make a gallon of beer?
A couple hours.
And then it's done.
Well, then you gotta let it set.
So how long until it's ready to drink?
A couple weeks.
Couple weeks.
Yeah.
Okay. And that's like just for an average beer.
Like 3
Okay.
weeks. 3 weeks
'Cause-
is usually normal.
Because like my mead was 4 weeks.
Yeah, but we're called beers per minute, not meads per minute. So,
Yeah, well then you said Mike's.
but that's still considered a beer.
That's not a beer. If Mike's is a beer, then mead's a beer too. That's
No, because mead is its own thing. Mike's Hard is a beer. It's a
How is it beer?
Because it's
Beer.
it's a beer. Yes, it is.
Just because it comes in a beer bottle, my guy.
No,
That
that's
doesn't
just
make it a
because it
beer.
comes in a bottle. It's like Zima and Smirnoff and Mike's.
That still doesn't
Those
make
are-
It's
it
malt
beer.
liquor. Malt liquor's
Malt-
not beer.
Do you know what 211 is? Malt liquor.
Yeah, that's not beer.
Yes, it is. That's beer.
Malt liquor's not beer.
Oh,
Oh, what do you think? Hey, now you just had one of them Colt 44s, right? Or the other day? Or would you have? No, you had Old English.
it
You
is
had Old
called
English.
a Alcopop or a cooler
Alcopop?
Oh, cooler. Okay.
or
So-
a malternative.
An alternative. You talking about Mike's? So Mike's
Yeah,
is?
That's
a
what Mike said.
alternative. That's
Okay.
Holy
awesome.
crap. That's
So
really
Mike's
interesting.
is not a beer.
We will call it an
Malternative.
alternative.
Okay. So
I like that name.
you can make a malternative if you would
Ooh.
like to.
What if we call our listeners malternatives?
That's not
You don't like that one?
Bimps are
I
still
think it
good.
sounds
I
cool.
think
Bimps
Bimps
is
are
horrible.
still reigning.
This is the worst thing you've ever said in your life.
Bimps like reign supreme.
It's the worst
I
thing.
think
you
there's
ever-
something
you
better
have-
out there.
You have no idea the merch I have already for Bimp.
I don't
and it's
care.
ready to go.
I don't want
Like
it.
you don't have to want it. Old Felix is gonna be the OG Bimp and get the Bimp juice and all that.
I think everybody's in agreement that there's better names out there, but Bims is definitely better than Pop Top.
Nobody said a better one yet. So
No, I know, but we
Where
all
we're at.
agree that there's a better one out there. We just haven't come up with
I think that we can't.
I mean,
we
I-
can't
I
do
wouldn't
a
say-
name that we don't all agree on. Probably
that's
just
so
like
fun.
just like with beers per minute, we all had to agree on it. Like we suggested,
that's
17 different names, and then we all unanimously agreed on beers per minute. So I feel like for any other name that we use throughout our business, right, we have to all agree on it. We can't just
Or since you
leave
guys
people
got
out.
to choose the name of the podcast, I get to choose the name of what we call our listeners.
we're gonna
No,
choose that
that's
you're
my
not
right.
here anymore. That's what we're gonna
Nope.
do.
No, that's not a right that you get.
We'll just choose a new third host.
Hey, you know what I realized? Just realized that. Hello, everybody, and welcome to another episode of BPM. I'm your host,
No.
Mick Pettit. With me, as always, Calvin Mile and Devin
No.
Lopez. This is where the intro is going, and that's we
No.
forgot to do it, and we've already been going. So
You could just
There
play
it
the
is.
song
I
at the
figured we
beginning
were
of the
just
video.
going to edit it later. I wasn't
Yeah.
really worried about it.
that's fine.
That's what I keep saying is you could just play the song at the beginning of the video. You don't have to actually say hello.
I like
This
to.
is the podcast.
I am a profession. I'm trying to be a professional here. You have to
No.
introduce what you're doing. I tried to at the beginning, but then we had a conversation, and then we just kept going.
I
and
kept
then I was
waiting.
like-
I kept pausing and waiting for you to because I'm like I don't
There
want to
wasn't-
go
you
too
weren't
I wasn't
long.
pausing-
worried about
you
it.
weren't
It could
pausing
just be
long enough.
edited in.
Edited.
Anything can be edited in.
Just
edited.
throw the song at the beginning. Call it good.
No, I mean, yeah, I mean, it's going to happen. I just wanted to just tell everybody hello if they're just tuning. I mean, they've been tuning in, but
I think we should do a cleaner one.
I
At
think
the
that
end.
we should.
no,
I think-
Instead of that one,
never.
that one
No,
did not sound
that
clean.
was the cleanest it's going to be.
I think that we should.
disagree.
I think that we should pre-record an intro that we can just
Yeah.
slap at the beginning of
No.
anything.
I don't.
Yes,
know.
Daddy.
That is the best
No,
option.
No, because
Yeah.
no, I don't like the pre-recorded intros.
Well, we already have a pre-recorded song we play. Why not pre-record the words too?
Our cold open's different every time. Pre-recorded intro.
Yes, exactly.
No,
exactly.
because I don't like
You've been outvoted.
No, I don't like that because our intros are better. Our intros are good every time.
No, they're
You're
not.
the only one doing the intro, so it doesn't even matter. You might as well just pre-record it.
I don't want to. No, I like just doing it.
The thing is that you don't do it at a reliable time.
I usually do. I usually do it right. Like
no.
Yes, I usually do it. We
the
start
last time
and then
it was like 4 minutes.
Yeah,
that was fine because there was a good conversation that was happening, and then
that was the longest. That was cold open ever.
This is business meeting.
See, but it was fine. I did business meeting.
No, podcast is over. Business meeting has started.
Right. Okay, are we doing that now? Okay. All right. Bye.
I don't know.
All right, let's go away. All right. I don't know. How long are we going? Actually,
it's been an hour and 12.
Hour 12. Oh, we can go for another 20 minutes.
We have to put a pin in this topic where we tell
business. People like business back behind the scenes stuff.
I don't know. I kept trying to do that in our old episodes, and you guys would tell me to stop it, tell me to shut up, that I was talking too much technical things.
No, well, yeah, but that was the beginning. We're fine now.
It was fine then too.
Felix likes us.
I told you that everyone would like it. You just have to roll with it. Like you can't stop anything from happening. You have to roll with the conversation.
That's true. I know my yes and sucks. I really need to work on my yes and.
I don't even know what yes and means.
It's an improv thing.
It's improv? I've never done improv, so I don't know what
that like how you just went on with Brian's bit last time about the ham juice.
That wasn't him going on with a bit. That was him thinking it was actually real and him treating it as such.
Not thinking that it was real. Shut up. I was treating it as real, but obviously nobody drinks ham juice.
You don't know that.
Yes, I
do. People eat concrete. Can't say what, nobody drinks ham.
They are still nobody.
Calvin, you were not going along with the bit. You were acting, and it was very good acting then.
Okay.
I was convinced that you were an idiot who thought he actually drank ham juice, and this was a weird New Yorker thing.
Hey,
me too, actually.
I listened back to it today, and I was like, Calvin's such an idiot. Like, it's a bit, you idiot. You were playing us all, dog. You got us all.
Well, you know,
yourself.
The quote that I put on every single one of my accounts is it takes a genius to play a fool. So
that
goes with it right there.
So that's yes and that you were doing.
That's a yes and.
That's yes and.
Just continue with something.
Yeah.
You keep on asking another question,
and then you continue to
the conversation.
Right. I had to do that a lot when I was streaming on Twitch. Because I had to talk to myself basically for a lot of it. So
you were just having a mental breakdown.
Well, like, because if a viewer comes into your live stream and you're just silent playing a video game, they're gonna leave.
Of course.
So if you have to be narrating yourself, you have to be telling stories, you have to be telling jokes, like you have to be on the whole time, even if there's nobody in your chat.
Yep.
And so after doing it for a year, I had that down really well. So I can just keep talking about stuff.
And that's a good thing to have. Like, I don't have that.
Yeah.
My brain goes, and
yeah.
I can't think.
Just turns off.
But that's why there's an improv class actually in Aberdeen that I would like to go to. I didn't know about. I have to talk to Jeremiah and reach out to him again. Tell me where it's at. But it'd be really fun. Maybe we should do that.
I don't know. I feel like
you don't want to do improv class?
I won't do improv. I don't do improv. That's not my personality. Do that.
I think I'm the same. I'm not
content.
No,
I'm not gonna do that.
One time.
I think there's a difference between being able to come up with conversation topics and actually being able to improv with your body. That's the difference for me. Is I can keep talking about a topic even if it's a nonsensical topic, but improv is acting with your body.
Not always.
It's not just talking.
No, it's not always. Look at Whose Line. It's
just, they acted with their body, my guy.
Not always, no. Because they just come out there and they would just say something.
Sometimes they just say a joke and they'd walk off. But most of Whose Line is improv acting with your body. They had props.
There's like short-term improv and long-term. Well, let's see, that was one game. They did have props, yes, but that was one improv game. But they had other ones like Scenes from a Hat or things like that.
Yes, scenes where they're playing a scene. They're literally acting.
Okay, that one is, but then you have
always be that way.
You just named 2 of their skits, and both of them involved using their body. So what I'm saying is that most of Whose Line is using your body. Not everything, obviously. Sometimes they just say something and then get buzzed. But most of Whose Line, they were using their bodies as improv.
I think it depends on the actor, actually, because like Wayne Brady was like full on. He would get down to like a wheelbarrow position and do whatever, flop on the floor. Colin Mockery would do the same thing. But then you'd have like Brad in his early days. He wouldn't do as much.
I didn't think Brad was very funny.
He's funny now. I didn't think he was either. But him and Colin did a show, and so I think it's on Netflix. Really funny. They did like a 2-man show. It was hilarious. And I think it just depends on the person, like what they're comfortable with. Because some of the ladies wouldn't be fully physical either. They would just be mostly just jokes.
Yeah. So I think what Devin is saying is that he isn't, and neither am I, comfortable with improving with our full bodies.
No. I just have anxiety. I get anxiety talking to you guys anyway. So I'm like, oh, cool. There's going to be more people? Nah.
That's why it would be fun. Because
just anxiety.
Dude, I have the same thing. So let's do it. Let's get over it. Let's beat this disease together.
That's why I don't dance.
That's not how it works.
I'm too self-conscious about my own movements.
If you want to make money.
We're not going to make money going to an improv class together.
You don't know what content
we're going to spend money.
Improv
I know it's not going to be content that makes any money.
You don't know that? We can monetize whatever on YouTube.
It doesn't matter. We don't make any money now.
There's free content that I can do that's less anxious.
Yeah. We make tons of money. You can't say we don't make any money. We make money.
We don't make any money.
He's lying to you.
We broke.
We make money.
We've made $0. That's how much we've made.
If you'd like to buy some BPM,
we have
so go ahead and go to thebpmpodcast.com and pick yourself up an awesome shirt.
Our BPM bank account has a pending $5 in it, and that's it. It's a zero balance.
I'm actually losing money from the amount of beer I'm buying for the show.
You can't write.
I spend $100 buying merch for myself.
You'd be normally drinking this beer anyways, so
I wouldn't be drinking normally.
Think about it. You would too. You'd be playing games, drinking beers.
I'm gonna call myself out. I don't drink unless I'm with people.
I know.
Sorry.
You guys are weird young people.
No, normally I do drink on Fridays and Saturdays, but I actually have a class tomorrow morning. So
that's why you sipping.
That's why I'm sipping, and that's why I couldn't come to your work party originally.
Oh, fine.
Yeah.
Just cool.
Can we talk about like where we're gonna be, like so that the listeners can like find us in real life events if they want to?
We could do that. Yeah.
Are we gonna be places?
I'm gonna be at Bowling for Soup this weekend.
Oh,
it's gonna be great. Next weekend, however, though, when the episode releases, I'll be seeing Flogging Molly and the Interrupters. So if you want to find me there, also open invite. But
that's it. And in the PNW, where are you gonna be at? Where are you gonna be?
I'm gonna be busy.
Where they're gonna be?
Oh, the only place that there is in PNW in Seattle. I honestly don't know where the show is. I think it's one.
They could just look up the name of the artist.
He's just trying to get out of being on the show, guys. That's what it is. He's like,
I'm gonna be there. There's nothing I can do about it. It just happened.
You could tie in from the show.
I'll tie into the show.
Let's do it. Let's tie in from the show.
We'll just have Devin bring a laptop and a microphone to the
He can tie in with his phone. He can tie in with his phone and just mute it, and then unmute him when he's talking, and then we can get him in there for 15, 20 minutes. Yeah. Give us a song.
That's not going to sound good at all.
Oh, no, I'm not going to do it actually during the concert.
Yeah,
you think I should do it during the concert?
Yes,
no, that's a horrible idea.
Tie in during the concert, and so everybody can see.
So what we've established so far is that Mick has terrible ideas about everything. That's what we've established so far tonight.
Don't you understand when people tie in when they're...
sound like?
I don't care. Like, it doesn't matter what the sound is, but people, do you understand how people love when somebody ties in when they're not supposed to be where they're supposed to be?
Nobody likes that.
Everybody loves it. Everybody loves that.
Tell me one person who likes watching recordings of a concert from a cell phone.
But that's not it. They're not just.
That is what that is.
No, they're not going to be watching a recording of a concert from a cell phone. They're going to be watching a recording of Devin at a concert talking to us, trying to talk to us for a few minutes.
Yeah, you won't be able to hear anything. No.
Yeah, see, it's fine.
That's what it's gonna sound like, you
That's
guys.
horrible.
Do you understand the
Mick doesn't
moral
understand.
assault we'll give our listeners?
We gotta do it at least for a couple minutes.
No,
You gotta tie in and say hi.
I think Mick's delusional.
No, you gotta tie in. Gotta tie in. I want content. I want to do more than just us sitting here talking.
Okay, I also want content, but I want it to be good content and not garbage trash content that's going to make people leave the video.
I'll tie in, but I'm not tying in during the concert.
Yeah,
I think it would be 5 minutes.
No, I want him to tie in specifically when he's going to the bathroom.
Oh,
and then whenever somebody else starts talking, I want him to pee. I want him to hold it in, and then whenever someone talks, there's just like a pee stream happening on his microphone.
See, now we're getting somewhere. Actually,
that'd be funny.
No, so I don't know when your episode is going to be or like what it is, but I will specifically tie in every time I have to go to the bathroom.
He's just gonna jump in and pee.
We'll jump into the Discord channel and urinate and then leave.
So then we have to figure that out then with the night that's going to happen.
That's the.
There's only one night that I'm at the concert.
That's what I mean.
Is that Saturday?
What night that is?
I will be urinating and in Discord.
What day is it on?
17th.
Okay,
17th.
so it's on the Saturday.
Oh, it's on that day?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Then you can. Right. Okay.
That's why he wasn't coming.
So then you can tie in while we're doing our show from Wildman. So it'll be a live, like in person live show.
And I'll be peeing.
Nah, dude. Do it.
No.
You have to do it once during the show.
No.
Once during the show.
Record a video. And
the answer is no.
No, I don't want the video of the concert. I want you with the front-facing camera.
Okay. So yeah, I'll record that and then
record it and post it.
And post.
No, I don't
post it in the BPM Media channel
understand.
or something.
It's so much better live.
It would not be good live. It would be horrible live. I would mute him if he came on here live in a concert. I would mute his microphone.
You're too anal about this stuff.
No, you're being ridiculous.
People want the crap.
Nobody wants the crap.
You don't understand.
I think that Mick has a big imaginary audience in his head.
Have you guys never watched the Always Sunny? They have mess ups all the time, and their stuff is
a mess up.
amazing.
A blooper is different than an intentionally bad audio blaring over a speaker.
We're not. You don't have trust in me that I'm not gonna mute him when he's not talking or whatever. Like
we won't be able to hear him talking.
Yes, we will. He can scream it. It's fine. We'll be fine. It'll be 5 minutes.
This concert's gonna be.
I do.
5 minutes. That's it. Oh, Flocky Molly's amazing.
Nick, you're insane. You're an insane individual.
We can do it. 5 minutes. You could. We'll try it.
Let's load up the mics. We'll load up my Roadcaster. It can be done on the road. We will record this podcast at the concert in the pit.
Right.
I'm gonna
holding our mics. Let's go.
I'm gonna serve mute Devin for the entire day, just in case.
Oh my! You see now you are
my sister's account.
You're killing content.
No.
Yes.
I'm not killing content. This is not content.
You're a content killer.
You don't understand what content
has been murdered now. There's been a murder.
Oh my god!
I love it when things mess up or somebody ties in and it's all weird.
Blooper is fine.
Like just during the show, I've listened to quite a few podcasts where they tied in with somebody. Like, I'm going to give them a call, and they're camping or they're pooping or like something is happening, or they're like not in a position to be on this thing.
Yeah,
but they're there.
But if they called somebody and they just heard crazy loud speaker bursting concert music coming out of the phone, they would hang up. They would not play that over their studio microphones.
I don't think so. I mean, you would like wait for a second and be like, "Hey, is there anybody?" Yeah, you wouldn't just like instantly hang up. I wouldn't.
If someone answers the phone and you just hear crazy loud music, you're not going to sit there and listen to it and try to see if they're talking through the music.
Yes, I would. I would either listen to see if I can hear what the music is or if they're talking.
Okay, maybe you personally, but not on a recording with a good microphone. That's just going to ruin all the audio.
For 2 minutes. Or whatever the hell time, or what?
Oh my God.
30 seconds, whatever I put in there, I can edit. I can take the whole section out.
I don't even want to listen to it for 5 seconds.
Well, then take your headphones off.
So problem solved.
Yeah, they're there.
No, because we're going to be live. I can't just leave the room.
You literally can actually. You just get up and you walk out.
I can.
You know what? We're talking about content. Now that's some good content.
I hate this.
You tighten on the phone, and I'll just have you on the phone. I can have it really low, so you won't even hear it.
I would rather
have it close to the microphone.
I would rather do a GoPro podcast.
See, all these other.
That sounds way much more fun than tying in with a smartphone at a concert.
You're viewing it wrong though.
I'm not doing it wrong.
You are a narrow mind man, okay?
I feel like
you're not doing it wrong.
I feel like you're viewing it as like tying in from like doing a show from the concert. It's not a full show.
If he's there for 5 minutes, it's too long.
It's not. It's great. I think it's amazing. We'll see what the Bimps have to say about it.
Oh my god.
Yep. Devin,
what's up with your lighting right now?
What you watching there, buddy?
Nothing. I was trying to pull something up.
Well, good thing.
Mick is really like exemplifying that meme of the guy with the sunglasses where he's like talking to the blonde girl and he's like this. That's exactly what he's exemplifying right now.
Her neck, like yeah. Telling a really intense story that she does not care about.
This is what the people want. They want to have this raw audio file.
No. No one likes bad audio.
The people want the audio.
Nobody likes bad audio, my guy. Nobody.
It will only be his bad audio, and they'll hate Devin.
Doesn't matter how much bad audio it is.
See, but if this is what happens and they hate me for doing that and hate Devin for tying in, then you're going to have people more on your side.
I probably already do.
I don't think so.
Yeah.
Guys, I obviously am the fan favorite of the show, okay? I'm sorry to steal your thunder a little bit, okay?
You're the Beyblade of the show.
Because we made you.
They love me.
We made you. We made you with that Beyblade.
They love everything about me. They love my funny Hispanic sense of humor. They love my hats. They're always different. They love it when I just crack open a cold one like that. They love me.
Who's gotten the most compliments out of all three of us?
A big.
I don't remember. You were supposed to cut that audio for me.
I have it recorded. I have that audio.
Okay, send it to me right now.
Well, Devin, you have it already. You downloaded the video from Google Drive.
I know. I haven't gone through it yet, though.
Oh, see, but I have the audio.
You saved it like as a specific sound clip that you can put on Devin's soundboard.
I have the FLAC. I download the audio and FLAC file and then.
But you'd have to scroll to where the audio is.
Oh, I know where it's at.
You know exactly where it's at.
It's literally right when we end the podcast. It's like 30 seconds after that.
Nice.
He like, hey, I
should have said this on the podcast. You should have, but I mean, it would have been cut. Sorry, Brian. Oh, have you guys listened to his other one that he was on? The Don't Quit Your Day Job?
I haven't done anything. I've been really busy all week.
Oh, yeah. Listen to his episode on Don't Quit Your Day Job. Real good.
Does he talk about it?
I haven't finished it completely. I'm just about done with it, and he hasn't yet.
So probably not.
Brian,
bummer.
Come on, buddy. We popped your podcast cherry here.
We can't go back in time.
We can go completely back in time.
He's probably not even watching this episode.
He is texting me right now.
To him.
Brian is texting me right now.
He is not.
He is too.
You are a liar.
Saying, you are amazing, and I loved being there. You were right completely about everything.
Oh my god.
And Bimps is amazing.
Yeah, he says, I love bad audio.
Yeah, he said my idea is amazing. He said that's great. Content's content.
Content is not content.
Content is content.
Hold on, Brian just messaged me.
Did he?
Some content is trash.
Devin, you're my favorite host. Oh, that's nice of him to say it.
He
just messaged me too. He messaged me too. Let's see what he said.
Sorry, never mind.
P.S. I really do drink the ham juice. Wow, that's a cool factoid.
Must message me again. I'm joke messaging the other guy. Don't let them know. Got it.
I hate you. I hate you so much. You're the worst. You can't just let me have this bit, Devin.
He's just ending.
Damn it.
Yeah. And
hey everybody, we should go.
Should we?
Because then we can do a post show and then we can talk business.
I don't think we have time for a post show. I think we just have to go straight to business.
Just straight to business? All right, no post show.
Business time.
All right. Well, everybody, bye from my cool new haircut.
Goodbye. Mick's
bye for my
haircut.
Bye for my cool new hat.
I hate you.
His stolen.
I'm gonna stab you.
Do it, please.
And he said, "Do it, please."
And me.
Beers Per Minute has been presented by Stupid Mythic Forest. New episodes come out on Wednesday at 8 a.m. Don't forget to rate and subscribe so you never miss a thing. Stupid